I see it. I see it.
Welcome to the weekly wrap-up show. I'm Lummy.
I'm Colton.
And thank you for listening to the weekly wrap-up show. And tuning in. And hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. We would really appreciate that.
Damn, what a week, dude.
Yeah, you know what? It started out a little slow.
It didn't end slow. In fact, I typically have like what, 2 or 3 clips pulled.
Yeah, you actually, instead of using Post-it notes, you used a full piece of paper.
Yeah, I had to ask
Printer
Macho.
paper.
I said, Macho, where's the first off? I haven't had to do like a lot of behind the scenes work inside the BRN in quite a while, right?
Yes.
So I'm getting these clips pulled, and I went, damn, these Post-it notes, they're just not working for me. I need a complete computer paper. I walked straight into the gym to go to the printer.
Okay, so you called. So I was going to ask you what you call this.
A piece of computer paper?
Yeah, so you call it computer paper. Some people call it copy paper.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
I just wanted to see what you would say. There you go.
I think it depends. I don't know. Anyways, I went into the gym to go find the printer.
Oh, yeah, from back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I yelled to Mach, and he's like, what? I was like, you got some copy? I think I said computer paper. Now I don't know what I said.
Oh, now I got you totally fucked up.
Yeah. You got any computer paper? Yeah, it's back here. So, anyways, thank you, Mach, for everything.
Yeah, so there you go. You got a lot of clips. Now, were you able to listen? Now, last week we weren't able to be on because you do have a big-time new job that, unfortunately, Monday is that why we didn't do last week?
Yeah, Memorial Day was Monday.
That's right, and that you had to actually work.
So I was off from my real job Monday, but, it wasn't really a short week because I worked Friday.
Now, has the rain fucked you up? The non-rain, in my opinion, that the meteorologists keep saying that it's going to be a lot of rain. I haven't seen a lot of rain, but...
Yeah, there's been some days. There's been other days where it's been very helpful, though, where I've been able to get mow the lawn on lunch break and shit like that, because I'm going home because it's raining on the job site already. So it's been all right.
So you guys, the minute a drop of rain comes down, it's call off work for the rest of the day?
You want me to shoot you straight?
Mark from Tarpon, $50.
Appreciate it, Mark. The white dudes, as soon as it starts raining, they're gone.
The white dudes?
Yeah.
And the
2 Mexican crews?
Yes.
They'll ride it out. They'll work in the rain / eat an early lunch / take a little nap, but they will wait that rain out on the job site.
Now, is that because the person driving the truck usually might be the hardest worker of the bunch?
I don't know why it is, or if it is built differently, but I'm telling you, as soon as we have 2 white guys that, from Newport Richie, and as soon as it starts raining on them, they're gone.
Because I wonder if the let me see average Joe later. I guess I'm going to ask him. He doesn't get many. I don't think he has any Spanish crew, Mexican crew. But I wonder, because I know when it starts to rain on his crew, he's done.
Are they?
Yeah, for the most part, But I wonder if he sees a lot of the times that the Spanish crew, the Mexican crews stay working. If the landscaping crews, kind of like roofing crews.
I think so.
I think so too, but we don't have time to talk about that because it's been a crazy week. And if you want to call in 813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA, give us a call and tell us what your favorite part of the week is.
Just on the surface, I'm thinking we had
Monday, Tuesday, Dr. Dan and Jay.
Okay, but we didn't have too much controversy with them, right?
No, I think what the thing with Jay and Dr. Dan is, obviously with Dr. Dan through the whole COVID thing, I think he's kind of backed it down a little bit from really just getting angry and causing controversy. And he kind of just, no bubbles, no troubles.
You know what I did here, though?
What?
I forgot to pull it, or maybe I didn't forget to pull. I just got fucking so many other ones. Jay said his son's currently on his first solo trip out of the country. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, he went to the Bahamas, I believe
I think so, too. And he talked about he's eating good. What was it? I don't remember now.
Eating
so
good,
much other
drinking
good,
and
because you can drink at the age of 18 down there, right?
I don't fucking know. Probably.
And it's funny. So. They're like, Jay, you monitoring the credit card? I heard Bubba ask that, and Jay was like, not really. And he's like, okay, yeah, I am. I am.
He's micromanaging
every
that
single
thing.
Transaction.
Which, I mean, that's probably what I would do.
Oh, dude, that's what I would do for sure.
What was it that shit. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I mean, listen, with the rental, my big rental that I have.
I got that clip pulled.
Yeah, great. I remember I was talking with Creet and Travis with the AC, and, I started being able to log in to see what they had the temperature at. And I remember like the first time I could go and look at it, I would monitor it. And then he's like, it's going to drive you crazy. You got to stop that.
It's like back in the day when you and Bubba were just checking your crypto every fucking 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Remember? Like
Yeah.
literally every 3 minutes, both of you refresh.
Yeah, that's what that can happen too when you're a day trader. And then that can either really fuck you up or that can really help you out in the stock market. Which I'm not sure. I don't think you're probably diversifying your portfolio, are you?
I don't got none of that right now.
I think your portfolio is cash
I'm not
in a
opposed
safe
to it.
in your bedroom.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. It's just currently I don't have it. You know, I've never been directed onto, hey, this is where you should invest. This is where you should not invest. $100 here, $1,000 here. I've never really had that direction, if you will.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your dad doesn't, or your mom?
Not much, dude. No, not really. They're more of just like,
Your uncle
I get
seems
it from
like it. You know, like more of a...
Yeah. But my dad's more of like, just, go to work, get your money, manage your money properly, have your proper amount saved, have your proper amount budgeted, and have your proper amount of spending money and kind of just move forward with that.
And
living within your means.
I got to call you the police. Ask where 7-Eleven is. 7-Eleven wanted to join, but he had to go home. He had to take care of his dog and get the dog some shots. 7-Eleven, as good and great as he is, and we appreciate everything that he's doing, his schedule is just up and down. I mean, there's times that he can't make it in here. There's times that he'll make it in here at 7 and have to leave by 9. There's times he'll make it in at 8 and have to leave at 10.
Well, when you're working a full-time job and some for that job, and then you're also, helping support the family and helping pay rent, he's got a lot on his plate. So
exactly,
I'm happy and glad that he's still here and helping out and eager to continue doing so.
He's excited to be ingesting. And listen, if we didn't have him ingesting, the 1 to 2 tapes at least a day when he's here would go into 1 to 2 tapes a week.
I would probably bet less than that.
Probably, because you can't just leave it, sit it. It's a whole... I'm not going to get into
I
that.
know.
We have way too much to talk about. Monday, Tuesday, Dr. Jan, Jay, you didn't pull the clip, but Jay's kid went to the Bahamas. He's getting drunk. He's spending dad's money. Jay's losing his mind. And Dr. Dan's just putting tits on women and living the life, driving around in his Ferrari and his Tesla.
Quick little sidebar. I saw Paul Delgado, a news weather guy here in Tampa.
Yes.
His daughter's on a trip in Italy right now, and he posted a credit card statement of her. He said, I'm glad to see she's eating good. She's eating at Five Guys.
He put her on a
You go
budget.
to fucking Italy and eat Five Guys. No. He was saying the opposite. He was like, she should be out there enjoying, all the Italian stuff, and she's at Five Guys.
Maybe Five Guys has like a different burger in Italy.
Maybe they do.
Maybe he just wanted to try what the meat tastes like in Italy. You know what I mean?
I thought that was funny. It kind of reminded me of Jay's kid and what he's spending money on. I wonder what it is.
But let's get into, we'll start with Wednesday. And Wednesday, actually you have, what is Wednesday?
I got, okay, so up
6'2",
there.
60, you have a 6'2" clip.
Yeah, I got a 6'2" clip.
Oh, the women mad at, that's
Yeah.
Monday.
Okay, let's play it then.
So Monday... Let's pull up this clip here.
So what we're doing here on Monday was you and Bubba, you just got off the weekend. Oh, everybody just got off the weekend. And you guys are talking. And in particular, there's the story here about how you went to a dinner or a lunch with some family friends or friends of the family, whatever the hell you want to call it, that just recently got engaged or something like that, was it? Or no, celebrating a long marriage? What was it? Something like that, right?
50 at the wedding anniversary.
Okay, so there you go. Celebrating
friends
50
of
years. And you attended it, and in doing so, I guess you had a little spat with somebody?
I wouldn't say I had the spat. I would say they probably had the spat with us.
Okay.
And they didn't like, she did not like, but she does not like Bubba the Love Sponge.
Okay.
And let me pull that up there.
It should be ready for you.
Not like Bubba the Love Sponge, except I have feedback. Where's that feedback coming? Oh, it's coming from that one because I opened it at that one and that one. See, that's what you got to do.
Come on, Bubba Lummox, you got this.
Shut up. Brought up that I work for you.
Me.
And it almost was like
hold on,
raped her.
Did he say, hold on, so did he say, Lummy, my friend Warren here, works for Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
then take it from there.
She just started going, oh my God, like making the biggest fucking deal. made me uncomfortable, made
All right,
Ashley
so,
uncomfortable because I'm like, what the fuck is
No,
going on?
but like, what was she saying?
Just like that. She was just like, oh my God, that's so horrible. Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, I thought she was kind of joking. And he's like, no, really. Like, it was almost like she was like, she started like, oh my God. Oh my God. How many times do I say, oh my God? Yeah. So listen, I can reenact that part. Yeah. So what picked you out from here? Then obviously Bubba drops a huge bombshell at the end of the show. But listen, this woman, I'm trying to remember exactly how Ashley said.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to dive into it a tiny bit more as to. So once that happened, she got up and left the dinner as a whole.
Yeah, she just got really upset with, my buddy Sean, who I didn't think listened to the show as much. I know he's really familiar with the show, but I didn't know he listened to the show. But he kind of broke down and knew who stole the sex tape. And I don't know if maybe it's just the years of knowing Sean and talking about the damn sex tape that he picked it up that way. I kind of was a little surprised, but he kind of explained it to her.
And did he do a good job at explaining it to her?
Well, yeah, I mean, he knew who stole the sex tape and all that kind of stuff.
So he was right and factual.
Yeah, everything that he said was right. And then, okay, listen, it wasn't a real dinner. It was about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, Saturday night out by the pool, out by the water.
Okay, it's like a little hangout, the hotel, drinks hangout deal.
The hotel, the hotel's on the bay, and it has a pool.
Okay.
So we're sitting out there, whatever. So then me and my buddy Sean and Ashley's sitting there, and I started making some Hogan and Heather jokes. Hogan had a thermos.
You kind of. Sorry. Okay.
No. This was already after she made the biggest deal about Bubba.
Correct.
And she didn't get up and leave yet, but because I forgot how Ashley said it, but maybe my buddy Sean said it, but it was like, Heather got the thermos. Like, it's not like she didn't get raped. It wasn't like nothing bad happened to her. They were having sexual pleasure. Like you're acting like it was the worst thing possible. And she just did not want to hear about it. It's her great friend, I guess, which was brand new news to me. But I mean, I just met the lady too, so. But I probably didn't want to lead into that. And then Bubba later on dropped the bomb that Heather and Hogan had sex without Bubba's knowledge multiple times.
Yeah, I heard that
episode.
Too. I didn't pull that one, but
and then maybe even in the gym, Hogan's gym. At their Clearwater house.
Wow, I think I might have even heard
4th of July with the kids there.
With the whole family, yeah.
I mean,
once again, I didn't really pull that one.
I know. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, that's, bringing that stuff up. But have you ever had anyone get really upset with you for working for Bubba?
I don't think so. Not like that. Someone in close relation. You and I have been walking places where people have yelled, fuck Bubba and stuff like that.
Oh, of course.
That's happened multiple times.
Yes.
We've had people, that fat fuck, shit like that. Not Rays. Bucks games. I mean, that happens. We had quite the opposite at Bucks games too. People run up, buy us a drink, shit like that.
Yeah, people are happy.
Yeah, but we've definitely got some backlash. Nothing though from like my personal life, if you will. Like I was at a family friends event, or I was at friends of friends, or something like that. I've never had nothing like that.
Well, your dad was a fan, right?
Yeah.
And your mom?
No, my mom don't really listen to it. Really.
Your uncle?
Yeah, a little bit.
Your grandma? Do I just got to go down the whole tree?
No, I think that's really it, honestly.
Is it? Yeah, so you've never had anyone, like any of your friends or family like that just didn't like Bubba and thought he was a complete disgusting person?
My aunt's, partner, it's a male, and just, they're like lifelong partners. I mean, they're not married. I should just say her boyfriend, but whatever.
Girlfriend, boyfriend.
He's across the pond listener.
Oh, okay.
Across the Tampa Bay pond, not the.
I thought you meant he's from England.
No.
He's from England.
No. He listens across the Tampa Bay pond listener, and he's like, I just don't understand. So him and I I just didn't say we got into it, but we've spoke, back and forth several times, but it never anything bad. I don't think he's kind of the guy who doesn't really care about anything. So he's like, whatever.
See, I have the reverse thing where there's certain people in my family. We $76, $20 don't like Bubba for whatever reason throughout the years of living in Tampa and having different, feelings about him. And then obviously in the church segments of different things, you were told not to like Bubba. So I think that, people probably find it, that I grew up with disgusting, that I work for such a vile human being. I've tried to explain to certain people that he's not as he portrays on the radio, or he's not as bad. But, some people are just set in their ways, kind of like that lady that we were enjoying a delicious rum runner with. Got made up her mind and did not like Bubba. And there was no change in her mind. So that's why
I hate the Yankees. You ain't changing my mind about that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to remind you, how much, D the person got from the thermos. So, and you know what? That's what I'm going to do. And healing through humor.
Speaking of D, the next clip I pulled is a clip from Clem Kush.
Yes.
And what it is, how Clem Kush gets sometimes. Those two get rolling, and sometimes you don't know where the fuck it's going to go, right?
Yep.
Well, they get to going, and they're talking about, small talk within the neighborhood. There's no secret that Seth is not a fan of small talk, right? He doesn't like it.
I don't think he likes talking on the phone.
I don't think he likes anything, talking-wise,
Yes, yeah.
So he says that he leaves Phoebe out there a lot of times to just continue the small talk along. So if they're both outside, I heard him say on Clem Kush, he'll make an excuse like he's got to go take care of the dogs or check on Sammy, something like that, to where he can essentially get out of that neighborhood small talk, right?
Yes.
So they're going around and trying to find ways they can get out of it. And this was just a funny clip with all the seriousness and fighting and stuff we had going on this week. This I found extremely funny. This was a clip from Clem Kush explaining a way on how the Kushner can start getting out of the small talk.
I need to listen to this because I have that problem.
Gay couples, and and they're not known as butt fuckers. They're
No.
just known as the friendly gentleman.
No, gay people that love each other, the way gay people. That's
I'm just saying, if I was Johnny
unconditional.
Buttfucker in a neighborhood filled with buttfuckers, that
So here you go.
I missed this.
Hold on,
part
here
when
you
I was an
go.
engineer.
wouldn't be good for me. But also, it would.
I wish we could take that statement and isolate it.
Yeah, again,
If I was Johnny Buttfucker living in a Buttfucker community, say it.
if I was if I was a buttfucker living in a community of buttfuckers, I think that would not. I don't think my daughter would think I was cool anymore.
So Seth's going to say...
You lose a lot of street cred when you go butt fucking. You know what I'm saying?
With certain people, yeah.
You lose instant street
with
cred.
this audience.
So what he was saying was, he was like, the way I'm going to get out of it is I'm going to say, hey, my name's Seth Kushner, and I'm a butt fucker. That's how he's going to start getting out of small talk. That's his opening line. At that point, people don't want to talk to you anymore.
No, that would probably make it pretty uncomfortable.
Hey,
Now,
my name's Seth Kushner. I'm a butt fucker.
Are you a fan of not butt fucking, but
No,
are you
I'm not.
Jesus, are you a fan of small talk?
No, not really.
How do you do? So do you just try to avoid it? I try to avoid it at all costs in my neighborhood. I'm bad at getting out of it, so I try to avoid getting into it. Ashley's perfect at getting out of it.
I gotta say, I'm pretty good at getting out of it too.
I'm not.
So I think I have a good balance with my neighborhood, where sometimes I'll initiate the small talk, but knowing that I'm gonna also initiate the departure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, see, I'm that problem. I don't mind. Well, now I do because I don't know how to get out of it. I'll start the small talk, but I don't know how to get out of the small talk. So now I just try to avoid the small talk.
Like if I'm rolling in my truck and I'm rolling up to one of my neighbors I talk to, like my boy Screwy Louie, and I'm talking to Screwy Louie,
Yeah.
I will not put my truck in park. You know what I mean? I'll kind of keep my foot on it, keep it in drive, and every 30 seconds, just kind of inch forward a little bit.
Dirt Merchant, $5. Dirt Merchant, glad you're out of the hospital and hopefully feeling better.
Naturally, yes, sir, I hope you are. Naturally, when you start to inch forward and someone's talking to you, you're sitting in your truck and they're on the outside of their truck, they back up a little bit. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. So after you inch forward 3 times, you just hit them with the gotta go. At that point, they've already backed up 3 or 4 feet.
I used to have this one neighbor, right to the left of the Lutz house. He was an old guy. Later found out that guy fucking really screwed the bank over. He was Venezuelan. He was moving back. His wife was sick, and he was going back to his home country. And he would always, especially when Walker was little and, riding his bike or whatever, I'd be out there walking around with Walker, and he would always come out and talk. And I kind of didn't understand him too much, but he loved small talk. And, I like playing out front with Walker because we would, go out on the bike. He would walk around on the bike, whatever we would do. and we'd stop there, and I like sitting in the garage, similar to you.
Yep.
And Walker has this whole play set up, play thing set up in the garage, and he would see me and always loved the small talk. Always loved the small talk. It's enough where I just had to just start like not going to the front anymore and go into the back, or look at the blinds and wait for him to get in his car and leave, and then I would go out and like walk around with Walker and stuff like that, because I could never get out of it. I could never really understand certain things he'd say.
Oh, I told you I take my Chevy and I go driving in my Chevy.
And I would always be like, yeah, and he'd be like, huh? Like almost like I just said that my wife is very sick, and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's
You have to take my
sounds
Chevy
good.
to the hospital. My wife's sick.
Oh, yeah, the Chevy, yeah, that's a great car,
yeah,
good.
Chevy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you. This guy made it.
So what? You just don't go outside anymore?
He moved back to Venezuela, and listen to what this fucker did. So he bought his house right when the community opened, so he owned it pretty much outright.
Yep.
So a year or two before he knew he was going back to Venezuela, he opened up a mortgage, like a line of credit on his house.
Mm-hmm.
So I think then he opened that up like 2 years, and then 6 months before he left, he saw what his equity in his house was. Got all that money out in cash,
Yep.
So let's say it was $375,000. Glitter rubs, $10.
Appreciate it, Clint Grubbs.
So this fucker got all the cash out. So then he had a mortgage. Then just stopped paying on it, and let it go to the fucking bank, and then moved out of the country, and like left. Like he like was like trying to get rid of everything. So like he was racking up loans. I think they said he left like I think like $500,000-$600,000 owed to the banks, and just went to Venezuela
With the $506,000.
Yeah,
However much in cash.
Yeah, and then left the house, and then the house just went pretty much into foreclosure. And now we have this one neighbor
That you don't make small talk with.
Fuck that. He doesn't speak any English.
Oh. He moved his brother in.
He's this big, he's this big fucking Spanish guy, but he's got this husky. Oh, Jesus. Colton, you got to come over one time. So we have another neighbor across the street who's Spanish, but he complains about the same thing. For some reason, there's 4 fucking big-ass parrots now that all these Spanish people keep in their garage.
Yeah, oh, bro. It's a Spanish thing. The Mexicans on the roof.
I don't understand it.
Every time there's a bird chirping, they have to stop what they're doing to find this bird, to see what kind of bird it is. And he tells me, oh, Mr. Colton, I had 2 birds like that, me home, 2 birds like that. Like,
yeah, listen.
Okay, bro, how many birds you got at this fucking house?
Colton, it's bad. It sits in the garage, and all it does is make noise.
Yeah.
And, like, they don't take care, like, they take care of it, I guess, but it just sits.
It's still a bird.
It's still a bird, but it sits in the cage, and all it goes is.
Yeah, it makes
I'm
noise
going to pull
all
it up, but he leaves the garage door open. So remember when I said about having the small, and I like sitting in my garage?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to what this fucker. This is all you hear. Let's see if I can find it. This is all. God damn it! The fuck is this? Bee swarms. Let's see if this is it. But it's echoing in his garage
all day long.
Actually, I think it's this one. Oh, it's a macaw. That's it, right there. All day. Not that, but the macaw. But guess what? Now there's 4 of them in different houses, and then there's 2 behind the wall, and all they fucking do is like try to talk to each other, and they all sound like they want to fight each other. It's fucking horrible. So you're just sitting there playing with Walker, trying to talk about something. Make some fucking noise, you dumb bird. Of course, it's not gonna make noise. Whatever, fuck it. But you know what I mean? Now I don't like. He doesn't talk to me, but all I can hear about is his bird, and then his husky. All it does is bark behind the fence. It just barks, and he's the guy that lets his dog, roam around without
And
a
let me
leash
guess,
on.
all they do is play that Spanish music, huh? White Warren.
No, he doesn't play any Spanish music.
Okay.
He actually, they're very quiet neighbors. Besides the bird fucking chirping the whole time,
And the husky in the backyard.
and their goddamn dog. If you walk,
And the quinceañera party
we
every
share
weekend.
a fence. If I go next to that fence to do anything, and within 25, 30 feet of that fence, He barks.
25, 30 feet. Bro, y'all aren't living in the country. That's your own property.
Huh?
25 or 30 feet's like being in your own backyard.
Yeah, I know. I can't be over there. I mean, listen, all it does is bark. I'm sorry. You know what? I need you to come over. I need you to live.
I have no reason
I need
to.
you to live the Lummy experience in
I'm
my
good.
garage. I want you to hear the bird and the dog barking the whole time.
Speaking of garage, you saw my setup? Very, very quick
It
setup.
is very set up.
You
but
saw my setup for race weekend last weekend?
Yes, I do.
I had the same setup last night. I'm going to show the camera right now. Last night for the Pacers game. Pacers win. College softball World Series and the race game. 3 TVs going. 3 TVs strong. Chilling.
I hope, you know what I hope?
What?
I hope you have a fucking bird move next to you.
No, I'm good.
I hope that Canadian
I got
people-
Arabs on one side and whites on the other.
No, you have Canadians that are never there.
Is it Baltimoreans?
Oh
That shit's annoying, bro.
Shut up, you fucking bird.
I've heard it for 3 minutes and I'm tired of it.
Listen, I'm gonna start recording it.
I'm good.
And I'm gonna
It's
send
much
it
like
to
when
you.
people send me firework videos. I'm good. That's the stupidest thing in the world.
Wait, firework videos?
Dude, fucking Longwood sent me a firework video. I said, stop. No one wants to see. That is the stupidest thing in the world when somebody on 4th of July or New Year's, they're taking a video of the fireworks on their phone so they can post it to their social media. No one gives a fuck.
What do you mean? It's a cool spectacle
For who?
for the person that's there.
So then why are you taking a video for everybody else that doesn't care?
But you weren't there to experience
We
that.
don't care to see fireworks through a cell phone video.
But how are you gonna see your own firework
We
festival?
don't care to see someone else's firework video through a cell phone, especially these ones. It's not even like, okay, Walt Disney World, I get it, okay? I mean, I don't get it, but I understand, like, it's a big ordeal. Fucking watching the neighbor that has a macaque in its garage and a husky out back shoot off fireworks on the 4th of July. I don't want to see that video. I don't give a damn.
Oh, so wait, he's posting like little firework shows?
Yes.
Yes, young lady,
What do you
man.
mean,
Help you.
like, how little?
Just like average Joe fireworks, you know? Just, one goes up, it goes bam, it may split into 3.
Like this?
Yeah, no one cares.
Like that one?
Yeah, exactly my point. How is this entertaining to anybody? Watching fireworks 3 streets
Whoa,
over in
did
a
you
random
see that?
neighborhood. Who gives a fuck? That is so stupid to me. Like somebody wants to watch that.
Well, listen, Longwood felt that you wanted to watch it.
No, Longwood's being a dick knowing that I don't want to watch it and he's sending it to my phone just to fuck with me.
$10 from Clitter Rubs, Train a Hawk.
Grubs.
I know who it is.
Okay.
He knows that I call it Clit Rubs when I can. Because see how his name is called Clit
I know.
Rubs. So I call it.
Speaking of which, they got
Clitter
something in the
rubs.
work going on up there. I told you
know.
about it, right?
Yeah, but see, I like calling him Clitter Rubs when I can.
All right, Clitter Rubs.
He
We're
likes
letting
rubbing the
Lemmy-
clit.
We're letting Lemmy in on the gimmick.
Yeah, train a hawk to take out
So
them birds.
Keep us posted.
That's right, Clint.
Oh,
Sorry, Clint Grubs. I'm not allowed to call you Clit Rubs.
It's like 4G auto blow. 4G auto blow.
Well, listen, when I read a screen name and it says Clit and then it says Rubs, I'm gonna read Clit Rubs. Clint Rubs, Clitter Rubs. So what's your next one since you're
I have 2 clips pulled from the 6-4 show. That was an interesting show. That was Wednesday's show. We had a story here at the studio. And then we had a little conflict between Tuttle and Stein. And then I also have one pulled from yesterday's show. Something else has to do with you. So you pick your poison, buddy.
let's see here.
Neil Mount Pleasure, $50. Wrap up funds.
Thank
Colton
you.
Terminator is coming for you.
Oh, to Termidor?
Yeah, Terminator.
So I don't see your main show one, but it's okay. So we'll go with
135, 37. It's there. Unless you exited it.
No, I have that one. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the Trump. Here, you know what? Let's just play this one.
And there's this dude.
Yeah, that's it.
I got
That's
his
it.
trespass warrant right here.
That's it. That's the trespass.
I'm not
warrant.
going to
Yeah.
mention his last name. I'm just going to mention his first name.
Is this a new one?
Yeah. So Bradley,
Yeah, Bradley.
5'5", 138. Eyes, whatever.
He's a twink.
He's a
I missed that.
he is from Fort Myers, and he is, as Tom's pulling in, this guy is kind of messing with my mailbox. Like, look, I can't quite see if he's looking. I think messing with somebody's mail. And
So yes, I pulled in Wednesday morning.
Yeah, I want to get a little backstory because you kind of went over it kind of quickly.
Yeah, I pulled. Well, I know I pulled it. I was the first one here obviously behind. I don't think Macho was here yet. Clitter Rubs, $20 for the Iggy.
For the Iggy.
Yeah,
They got an Iggy going on at Sunwest.
Yes, thank you, Clit. Now when I see you in person, I'm gonna start calling you Clit. Yeah, so I pull in. Well, Merch Crick sent a message to everyone. They got here early, and the guy was sleeping. She's like, "Hey, we called Tampa PD, and there's a person sleeping in the ditch."
Merch Crick told you this?
Yeah, she sent a group text to everyone. She's like, "Hey, we just got here, and there's a person sleeping in the ditch." Bubba said he saw him yesterday, but she gave us the whole backstory.
Okay.
So I pull in, and Merch Crick's out there with TPD, and this guy's just waking up, and they're just like,
We've had a lot of TPD interactions this week.
yes, we love TPD, and yeah, I mean, he was a big fan, I guess. I guess he was in the radio business, and he wanted to get a tour of the show or of the studio. And he thought the best way to go about it was to sleep in the ditch. Now, I don't think that's probably usually the best way to get a studio tour.
No. Now, is this the same ditch that you slept in?
No, it's not the same ditch.
It's the same ditch that
I slept
BFP slept in.
Brian from Philly?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, Brian from Philly, I guess, fell back into
Same
the ditch.
ditch? Is it the same ditch we're talking about? I'm trying to know what ditch we're talking here.
Brian from Philly fell into the ditch, I think, right behind the mailbox, right?
Yeah.
The one he slept in he pretty much was hanging right behind the basketball hoop.
Okay, so he was in between the two easements.
He was in the long one. That's
between
usually,
the two easements.
Yeah,
one has the gate that's blocked and one has the gate that opens. But between the two easements is where he's sleeping.
Yeah,
all right?
The other one's kind of a little more scary, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree
he
with
was
that.
just laying there right in the middle, and I remember when I got out of my truck and I was kind of watching. He's like, "Can I stand up?" And the cop's like, "No, you stay sitting." And I was like, "Wow, this guy." But then he did stand up, and he still looked like he was sitting. And I guess he was what 5'5".
Yeah,
I mean, he looked super short in the ditch, and the cop was like sitting up on top of the ditch, so he looked super big. And I guess he just sent him on his way. I guess.
So with the trespass, though, right?
Yes, he got trespassed, and he never came back.
Well, if he comes back, he goes to jail.
Yes. Well, I mean, technically, he could be sitting in the street, though. That's what that black guy did. Remember did you hear when that black guy? I was here one time, Saturday or Sunday. He brought a couch over and was sitting in the neighbors, in their side.
Oh,
underneath a tree, and put a couch there and was laying on it, staring at the gate. Did you? Oh yeah, I don't think you were coming. You were back, but I don't think you were coming in.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, I randomly came back to feed the goats one time, and I just see he had a couch set up, and he was laying on the couch.
It's pretty funny
with his Bubba Dunkin' Donuts sandals.
I mean, it is pretty funny.
Laying there, and then I kind of did what I needed to do with the goats and stuff like that. And when I got out, he was just sitting there staring at the goats or at the fence. I called the neighbors and I was like, "Hey, I don't know if you guys know this, but the guy, there's a guy on a couch that's pretty much hanging out in a tree in your parking lot." And I think they called TPD and got him out of there.
Mm.
Not a good look for a business to have a tall man just sleeping on a couch.
Any man sleeping in the couch during business hours out in the middle of your parking lot. Not a good look.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's the CEO of the company sleeping on the couch in the middle of the parking lot in the middle of the day. Not a good look.
Did you ever see that man?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't give homeless guys any money, do you?
Fuck no.
You're too cheap. Now you should give them like Chick-fil-A points.
Now
or
there is a
something.
guy that I've seen multiple times over in Newport Richie, and this guy will physically be picking up trash and raking the median.
Really?
Every single time. He's got a sign put up, but he's not just sitting there with a sign in his hand talking about give me money. He's literally fucking and here's the kicker. He's only got one arm. Okay?
Oh.
I swear to God. And when I drove by last time, he was fucking full-blown raking the median, okay? Getting the leaves out, getting the trash out of there, cleaning up the median, his little work corner, if you will. Now, I still didn't give him money, but I gave him a water.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Yeah.
And, so you respect the hard-working guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Good
Yeah.
job. Next clip. It's got had Tuttle in a little bit of hot water with Bubba. Now, is this when it started, or
Sorry, what?
your clip that you pulled?
Oh,
here?
I just pulled a... No. This wasn't the start of it. This was just a little juicy part of it.
Okay.
A little clip that I thought was funny.
Yeah, because some people don't know how it started. Do you know how the whole thing started? Like, because some people were like, "Oh, Stein set him off or said something," and I'm like, I think Stein just said hello.
I don't know necessarily how it started.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not in?
I don't know how it necessarily started completely. I know that Tuttle was kind of feeling some type of way up to this show. I think Seth even mentioned that he's been talking to Tuttle, during this clip or, during this show, that he was talking to Tuttle, in the weeks leading up to this. I do know as a whole, Tuttle and I speak often, just like you and I speak often. And I know that Tuttle as a whole was not feeling the best about all the extra content going into this week, meaning it was supposed to be a White for Warren's week. And he didn't really have any update on that from anybody.
You mean on Monday, 3 days when they canceled the meeting?
Well, yeah, I think he sent it. I know I told him over the weekend before then. I said, you need to send an email to Bubba or to Lummy or to everybody and say, look, who's the cameraman? Who's going with me? Like what time? Like shit like that. You need to get all that ironed out. So...
You mean the merch crick going on the camera meeting at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, but Bubba's saying that wasn't going to work either.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You figure out. Yeah,
correct. He needs to figure out all those things. So I said you need to proactively reach out and figure out those things. And I think he eventually did, maybe Monday, but whatever. What I'm getting at is that was not worked out. It was not ironed out yet.
Okay,
correct?
so Monday it was ironed out that they canceled the meeting.
So same thing with the sign stint, which was I think the week prior to that, whenever it was for the Scientology thing, that wasn't really ironed out either. Now, Tuttle and I spoke about this on Loner and Stoner, and I gave him my honest opinion, which was like, look, I think you both were in the wrong. I think, Tuttle, you're in the wrong that if you get a text message from him, whether it's a link, it could be a text message that has 1,000 different fucking words, like a 6-year-old just smashed a keyboard, right?
Yeah.
You still can respond and say, question mark or what? Or, you know what I mean? So, like something. You could still give a response to that mumble jumble text message.
Correct.
So him sending you a link, that is an active link, that is a working link, not like an error 404 message, it's a working link. You could have at least responded and say, got it, what else do I need, or what else, or what time, or something. So, and I think Tuttle agrees to that after the fact, that he realizes, like, look, I probably should have acknowledged that he even texted me.
I'm kind of curious now. I went back to the beginning of this whole thing because obviously we didn't know where it was going to go. So I kind of wanted to see what Tuttle's face looked like. And then what, how much Stein actually said before Tuttle, when the whole thing started, because I still have your time clip too.
Okay.
I mean, I do a 4-hour show and you do a 2-hour show. And
I do a 1-hour show, actually. But, you are right. But this is one thing, though, Bubba. And he was not, we should have given him, told him, hey, look, Alex works at this conservative network, this and that. But if he is...
Absolutely. And John's not mad. He's not reached out to me and said that was bull crap.
And in 30 years, he's probably heard that complaint a million times about.
But just for you that was on the microphone and you didn't know about it, you could very well say, Bubba, why'd you have a guy laying in the bushes for me? Like,
Now, Tuttle, does he sound like he's getting aggravated?
I haven't heard him yet.
No, I'm saying face-wise.
Oh, I haven't watched, sorry.
Oh. I'm reading his face. Like, see, he seems like he's ready to talk.
You know when Tuttle's getting worked up. Yeah, I can see there he's ready to say something.
You could very well say,
like
Bubba, why'd you have a guy laying in the bushes for me? Like,
I wouldn't.
He's ready to strike.
It looks like,
I would slice the guy up. I would love it. I would welcome it.
You can hear him. You can hear him.
He licked his lips too.
You can hear it.
I welcome that.
I understand that, but I have too much...
Shaking his head, no. Shaking his head like shaking it off, if you will.
Much respect for John. I have too much respect for you. I got too much respect for a handful, Tony Stewart, Dion, some of the people I could potentially have
Now, knowing Tuttle, what do you think he's thinking about right now?
I don't know.
You think
I really
he's thinking
don't know.
like, am I going to fucking do this? Am I going to fucking just go after Stein?
I mean...
You think he's like doing what Gene does?
It was good content.
Think about it.
I think it may have went a little long, but I think overall it was good. I mean, I see the people interacting with the show specifically about their fight, their spat, if you will. I see it all over all the show's Facebooks, all their shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
I wouldn't, that are friends.
I'm waiting for him just to.
And that I wouldn't want to blindside with something that they're not prepared for. I at least should have been able to introduce you as a person that's in the studio who works for Glenn Beck, who is, ultra right.
Come on, Tuttle, spit it out. Jesus. When did he say it?
And he has a couple questions.
You decided to move.
No, I know. I want to see when. Yeah. Jesus.
I just wish.
Fuckface.
I could have formatically done it that way rather than the very abrasive. You came in hard. You weren't letting.
Why did it? Okay, so John Morgan was cool. There was never really any issue with that. You still being upset.
That he is in that league of people that Tony Stewart's I'm old school respectful to bonsai my show when I didn't even know that Alex was going to be on the air that day. Or at the time.
Yeah, because I was still in bed. That was true. There was a little bit of a snafu with that. But this is the thing. Had
I had you in here since 8,
Tunnel's raising a finger.
I knew you were present, and I knew you were participating. I could have maybe alerted John to your presence. And listen, again, none of what you said upset him.
Wheels are turning.
None of what you said is a problem to him. It was just a problem to me because he's my friend, and I didn't want to upset him.
Well, also, Macho brings up a good point. Is that also another thing that probably upsets you a little more is that Stein was supposed to come in later in the week, and we probably could have hashed this all out, but Stein wasn't able to make it due to traffic.
Can I?
There we go.
Yep, there we go.
Here's where it starts.
It's funny that you guys say this.
We got interrupted by Stein.
Well, no. Stein can't. At this point, Stein is unable to hear Tuttle.
I don't get to live in beautiful Tampa. I live in Dallas, Texas, a real concrete jungle with Hispanic people that I constantly have to dodge with my car.
I don't know if Tuttle
so when
knew
I go to Tampa, it's finally like I'm on a vacation. I get to look at the beach. I don't look at the beach every day. I don't ever see a beach. You guys see the beach every day. I don't get to take the beach for granted. So when I go there for 2 days, let me go enjoy Tampa for 2 days.
But enjoy it when you know that you're not supposed to be on the show. The show's only a 4-hour window, and you can enjoy the beach far better.
Wait, no,
I understand that. But I'm at the Seminole Hard Rock. I'm up till 3 for my life all night. Okay, so sometimes in the morning I'm not going to be 100%. Was that impulsive? Should I have been on the slot machine? Should I have been on the roulette table? Should I have been yelling at Asian people at the baccarat table?
Should have been all that and more. But you should have. You probably go ahead, Lummy. Go ahead, because I know you want to say something.
Oh no, I was just saying. I was trying to give Stein the out by saying he was stuck in traffic, but now it seems like he was on the beach.
Well, no, it was because by the time we got.
Tuttle looks like he's getting really pissed off.
Oh yeah, he's been trying to speak for the last 3 minutes.
By the time we drove out there,
beach and casinos. But those are two soft spots to get the most attentive.
The OTR Solutions fuel card is saving carriers 51 cents.
Fucking ads.
I mean, don't skip it. Just mute
Keith
it.
Yeager, $50.
A gallon, and that's only
let's get paid.
I was giving
deal, right?
Keith Yeager $50.
Let's let the first one go through. I mean, hell, you know.
2 ads. I mean, we gotta get back to this.
Let's
I have
get
casinos in
30
Texas. I don't have any of this
up.
stuff in Texas. We have nothing. Literally, I had to go to city council meetings for fun to yell at mayors. We literally, and I'm not complaining about Dallas. I'm just saying, going to Tampa. It's much different. It's an actual vacation. It's like going to a real place, and compared to Dallas, so there's nothing going on other than maybe a concert. So yes, I'm at the casino acting bad. Yes, I'm acting. And then by the time we did get up, we got out of bed at 8 a.m. It was 45 minutes to get from
I feel bad for Tuttle.
8 miles from the Seminole to the studio because traffic was so bad because the whatever. What is it? 5? I don't even know what is it.
75. Tuttle's got an observation.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, but I'm about the bonsai Alex Stein here.
Okay, go ahead. He's ready for it.
Can he hear me?
Yes, of course
Alex?
he can. Yes.
Okay, so
I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him?
So here we go.
Here, let me hit.
Here's the correction.
I was ready to bonsai him.
Can you say something, Tuttle?
Check.
Can you?
Yeah, I got him. I got you live.
All right, here we go.
Perfect. Go ahead. Tuttle,
strap
go ahead.
in.
I want to ask what ended up happening, Alex?
Look, Tuttle takes the earphone.
You
you see that?
Sell me out.
Yeah.
I
Hit me back, backspace, 5 seconds.
Clear my schedule.
With your arrow
Why
key.
did you?
The headphone comes off, right?
What ended up happening, Alex?
Can I ask why he did that?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a Tuttle, I'm about to get serious with you thing. I really don't know why, but Tuttle's headphones were on the entire show.
Is that when you're ready to fight, you take your sunglasses off?
Maybe it is.
Some
or
guys take their
when you're in
shirts
the
off.
hood, the black guys take their shirts off. Yeah, I don't know if that's what this is. Tuttle's verbally about to fight you.
Why did you completely sell me out? I had...
Okay, so let's go to your clip. Oh, did he? So he put his headphone back on. No, he didn't.
He's still got. So maybe we're learning something about Tuttle. If you ever see Tuttle take take his headphone off and go one way with it and just go one ear, that means he's about to verbally assault you.
I wonder why it's back on now.
I don't know.
Let's go to your clip, though. 342.
42, yeah, 342.27.
Oh.
Boom. Got it. Hit it. Play. Right there on the
Because I'll
money.
come to Tampa and I will throw you into the Gulf of America and I will watch you get eaten by a shark.
Tuttle, I don't know. I don't know what changed on Real Fast and why you decided to get all this heat. I didn't have obviously a problem with it. I had forgiven Alex, and we'll work out our indifferences. But for you, to me, it's like you're getting cheap heat on something where fundamentally, when text goes text, return, text, return, text, return, much like all communications. And so when he sends out an initial text about a potential thing that you guys might be doing and you don't acknowledge it at all, I don't know how anybody else can see it any other way.
So
that it's.
I would agree. Like, that's where I think we all agree Tuttle fucked up by not responding to the text.
Just answering them.
Whatever. It could be the lazy response on iPhones. You know how you can just like send not an emoji, but just like a reaction to it?
Yeah.
It could just be a question mark reaction to his text message. But you have got to send something back to him. And I think, actually, I know if you listen to the latest Loner and Stoner, which will be dropped, I believe, today, Seth said, thank you, Seth Kushner, that in doing so, that Tuttle knows he was wrong by not responding to that text message, and he admits to that. But actually, yeah, I'll just let the cat out of the bag. Stein and Tuttle have since spoke.
Oh, okay. That's good. Positives.
So
in the right direction.
Yep. Tuttle called me after the fact. I spoke to him as soon as I got off the roof, and we spoke. And I explained to him how I heard it. And I think Tuttle was essentially fighting two different battles during that. He was fighting one battle of not responding to this text message debacle, and he was fighting another battle of kind of protecting Bubba and the BRN brand, if you will, and saying that Stein can be a little one way.
Listen, I know a lot of people say one way Stein. You know, Bubba said it for multiple times. I do know that there's a lot of things. Yeah, maybe Stein, isn't. Not every, he's not 24/7 Bubba Army, but there are things behind the scenes that Stein does help out with if you ask him.
We get that, but we also, we get the narrative that Bubba pushes and the picture that Bubba paints. And Bubba paints the picture that Stein comes over here very one way, doesn't pay for nothing, uses his cars, uses his house, leaves the place like a slob. It's messy. So you have to understand.
He would fit in perfect at my Airbnb.
So you have to understand that we also are getting, we kind of have that picture painted, if you will. Okay.
Yes.
The audience has the picture painted that Stein can be one way.
No, I 100% agree with you. On the other hand, and this is just with the Tuttle thing with Stein and Tuttle. Now, I know during the weeks leading up to it, Tuttle has always said to Stein that he always wants to go out with Tuttle or Stein.
And,
like he always wants
to
to go
both
out
of their
there.
credits, they both have done work together down at FIU already previously this year.
But the thing is that like Tuttle saying, next time you're in town, let me know. I want to go out with you. And Stein already having I'm coming down here to do work, with or without you, but you really want to come do this with me. You should be the one kind of reaching out saying, okay, what's the plan?
I think what the issue, and once again, they've all since worked this out.
Oh yeah, which is
but
good.
At the time, I think what the issue was when they worked together previously, Stein was very, very proactive in letting Tuttle know, hey, I need you here at this time. I need you, at this place, at this time, this location. And Stein was proactively checking in with him throughout the week and the day of to make sure that everything was going according to schedule.
If I'm not mistaken, Stein needed Tuttle. Like Stein asked Tuttle to come help him.
Correct. And I think there may have been a miscommunication here and thinking that they may have just thought one of them or both of them or none of them may have thought that it was going to be much like the last time they worked together down at FIU. But come to find out, this time was going to be more of a Stein's going to do his thing, Tuttle does his thing. We just happen to be at this meeting together.
Correct, yeah.
And so that might have been the miscommunication as well. Was Tuttle was not necessarily working for Stein. Stein was not necessarily working for Tuttle. They were both going to be separate, but in the same meeting, if you will.
Yeah, Tuttle was going to do his thing for the show, probably help getting the content, like videoing it, but it wasn't going to go on like Stein's page. Where on the other hand, like Stein's going to do his thing whether Tuttle's there or not, but they could at least like Stein.
And I
be
think
in
that's
there
the confusing
videoing.
part because I'm going to be honest with you. Even me as a listener, I took it as they were collabing on something together. I did not take it as they were going to be doing separate projects.
It would be similar to when we had our debacle with Clearwater Beach. Now we got the proper microphone stuff now, so it would be better, but now you're a very busy person.
But yeah, that was not us doing anything separate. That was a collaboration.
But what I'm saying is that, yeah, like you and I going down there, and let's say Stein's in Clearwater Beach, and he was going to go down to Clearwater Beach, we were going to go do our own thing.
Yeah, but that's
And
what
then
I'm getting at, is
yeah.
that's not how it was painted.
I got you. Okay.
I, at least as a listener standpoint, I interpreted it as they were going to collab and do something together.
Ah, okay.
I didn't take it as you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. We just happen to be at the same place.
Miscommunication.
I think that's really all it boiled down to, was a miscommunication. And it really boils down to, if you don't communicate, aka respond to text message, well then of course there's gonna be a miscommunication, right?
Of course.
So I get both sides of them. I really do.
Do you think when Tuttle got that text and didn't respond, I mean, do you think that I know he said it, but do you think like he read that and was like, fuck Stein, I'm not even gonna fucking respond to him?
I don't know that, but I mean, once again, if someone's sending you a text message, you gotta respond. Yeah, you know what I mean?
If you don't respond, and I have that problem sometimes, like especially during the show, I get texts from people and I don't respond.
That's different, dude. It'd be like having you setting up a job with a contractor, and then the contractor texts you, and then you just ghost the contractor.
Yeah.
Like, you guys kind of have already set a rapport and kind of set, I don't know, standards, kind of, if you will, set an expectation, kind of, if you will, and now you're just ghosting me. So.
No, I mean, 100%. I totally see that. Yeah, but luckily they were able to fix things.
Yep.
And I know Bubba, he definitely, like he said, he wasn't too happy.
I'm sure Bubba wasn't happy when Stein kind of took over the John Morgan thing.
Correct.
And essentially Tuttle kind of took over this Stein bit. And I could see Bubba not being happy with not only taking over, but maybe some of the stuff that was said. And if you want me to pull back the curtain a tiny bit more even, listen to Loner and Stoner, you'll hear I kind of directed Tuttle. I said, I think you should also, yes, I'm glad you talk to Stein and work shit out with him, but I believe you should also be shooting a text message to Bubba apologizing to him.
No, and that's very smart. And I'm glad that Tuttle got everything fixed.
So I do hope he did so.
I mean, Bubba got literally like, after, like you said, after Dan and Jay, because they don't go after Bubba and do like little digs like everyone else does. And then, we got the, Bubba's end up now going through after Tuttle, and then he rolls into Babyface Thursdays. Bubba, now, did you listen to Thursday's show?
Yes.
Now, Bubba this morning asked if we thought, Babyface was on like something else. Like he seemed
yesterday?
like he was like shut out of the cannon.
I don't.
Do you think he was shut out of a cannon yesterday?
No. Sorry.
Or you think Babyface was just Babyface?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty standard. I didn't see anything. I didn't feel like anything was out of the ordinary with Baby. Now, there's some weeks where I feel like he's really pushing it, right? Like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I felt that way. This week, I didn't really feel like he took that many shots at anybody personally. I don't think. Am I missing something?
No, I'm saying like, well, when he called Bubba a snowflake, I guess that really upset Bubba.
You called him a snowflake? That upset him?
Yeah, I called him a snowflake, and that Bubba was up there melting as a snowflake.
Okay.
Bubba didn't like to be called a snowflake.
I love you, Bubba, with that. Okay.
Listen, I get a little upset, because
you get snowflake when someone calls you snowflaked?
No, Babyface.
Okay.
He did the post after I lost again in the game.
I guess I'm just different with that. People can call me names or whatever, and it really it doesn't have a single effect on my day or my feelings or my life.
Babyface was just saying that I should probably I should be sent down to the minors on the game because I've only won one and I keep losing.
See,
the
and in
game we
chat, we
play.
got two different things. We got people saying yesterday's show was a tame babyface, which I thought yesterday's show was, just a mild, regular babyface. And then we have the other way around saying babyface was completely out of control and way overreacting. Or overreaching, sorry.
Interesting.
Huh.
What the hell?
But, I'm going to be honest with you. I missed the snowflake thing. And that I'm going to be completely even more honest with you. That shocks me that Bubba being called a snowflaked them.
Really?
Yes. Because Bubba's got really tough skin and he normally fires back. So I'm going to have to go back and find that now. Maybe I was on the roof, maybe I was dealing with the customer, but I completely missed that.
Yeah, you're going to have to listen to that. Sorry.
I'm purposely going to go back and find that now because once again, it really shocks me that by him, I must be missing something because I must be missing something.
I guess you are.
Yeah, I'm going to go find it now.
Sorry, Daniel was sending me.
I don't want to be speaking out of pocket, but it would just shock me that Bubba was upset that he was called essentially snowflaked over being called a snowflake.
Daniel Rose sent me some screenshots. He reached out to the young woman, the young lady that sent hold on, let me send this to rented my Airbnb.
Okay.
I guess he was like, "How are you going to pay for it?" I guess she's assuming that she's going to fix it. So I found out also. Listen to this. So
so we're talking about the Airbnb story. You had a guy more TPD shit.
Yeah. Sorry. It kind of all came in. I just think it's funny. So the guy that fell through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Guess what his occupation is?
Self-employed.
No.
What?
That's your only guess?
Yeah.
He's a handyman.
Oh, okay. So he's self-employed.
He's a handyman, and I guess that's the one that wants to fix the ceiling.
But he's trespassed.
I know. I don't think he understands that part.
Make it very clear to them that, sorry, but as much as you could be the best handyman, the best drywaller, the best finisher on this goddamn planet, you are currently trespassed from the address that you need to be working at. Therefore, you're going to be unable to do the work.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. He sent her a text that looks like yesterday with pictures of the damage to the house. And I guess she denied I guess he called her and denied being there and that she just rented it from for her friends. Strike one on breaking the rules of renting from anyone in the code of conducts. So I guess she denied renting, or she denied being there, even though I saw her when I knocked on the door with the police and told her that they had to leave, and she's on the trespass warrant.
She might even be on your Blink system.
She is on.
You got.
She is on the Blink. So
okay,
and she's also on the police body cam.
So tell her we have footage of you
that's
being
where
there.
it is. Ready? So he said, "Hey, we got pictures. How are you going to pay for this?" And she says, "I am not talking to you." And this is on the phone. I guess she said, "I'm not talking to you. I want to talk to the owner. I have a handyman that can fix it." So he sends her the pictures and sends her a text. Now I'm going to read this verbatim. Okay?
Yeah. And tell me who it's from. If it's Daniel,
yeah.
if it's Daniel or if it's Lady.
Lady.
Okay.
IDC.
I don't care.
About no trespass. And I'ma sue, SUE, UHU, YUH. Wait.
Yeah, I'm going to sue you.
Oh, I'm going to sue. Okay. I'm going to sue you.
So she said, I don't care about trespass. I'm going to sue you.
Hold on. He's talking about the body cameras. So he's saying about the body cameras from the police.
She's already talking about suing you. I probably wouldn't let him back in the property, but okay, keep going.
Yeah, I'm going to sue. God damn it.
It's not that hard to work.
No, it got clicked off. Fucking Daniel Rose. I sue you. Let my body be on any camera in that house. Because it looks like Daniel Rose put, and just so you know, we have cameras everywhere in that house. We have it all on video. So what Daniel is, because I don't know why, he's talking about the police body cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she claimed on the phone, I was never there at the house. And Daniel was going to get the police body cam, which has her clearly in the house.
Correct.
So the house was clearly.
Speaking of which, who made the 911 call?
The guys that got robbed.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Also, remember how I pulled my 911 call that I made on accident?
Yeah.
If you had the guy's full name, I was going to try and pull it for you.
Oh.
That's all.
I gotcha. And then he said, but you said you weren't there. Can you at least tell the truth? Even worse, you brought your kid. She put, lady, I didn't do no damage in the house. And know what make it worse? You keep beating my drums 9:22 in the morning. Now, is beating my drums a new word that like a slogan, like a phrase?
No, you're just kind of, you're beating me up over this. You're nagging me about it.
Okay. So now Dana Rose. So the video I have of your friend who was trying to hide from the cops in the roof. Lady, I'm trying to sleep. What video? Dana Rose, perhaps you should take responsibility in your life. Okay, Danny Rose is now giving this lady a life lesson.
Why are you even talking to these people? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
This is Danny Rose. He's a lawyer. He's my counsel.
Okay.
Lady, let me see the video. Dana Rose, we have a video of your body, I think he meant buddy, of your body falling through the roof when he was hiding. Saying again, the police have the body cam because they were sitting there watching the guy fall through it. Lady, I would have took responsibility if I did it. Okay, so she's not taking responsibility. Did I fall out the roof? No. So it's no responsibility. I should be taken. Okay.
Okay.
Then Danny went back into his life lesson coach. It was your friend. You are responsible because you're the one who made the booking. It doesn't work the way, obviously, the educational system has failed you. Perhaps you should read the agreement.
This is very unlawyer-like, just so you know.
Perhaps you should read the agreement that you signed when you booked the property. Lady, let me see the video since you have a video. Because when I talk to my lawyer, I'm going to need that video because you can't press charges on me like I'm the one fell the video roof.
I don't know why he... Okay, go ahead.
I need to see this video. So you don't agree with Daniel Rose's tactics?
I'm not a lawyer, but me as just average Joe Colton, no, I do not. I don't agree with the lawyer speaking to this person like this.
I never heard from your attorney. Can you set his contact information? Thank you.
There we go. Now I agree.
Thank you. Since you're representative by counsel, I want. Thank you. Since you're representative by counsel, I won't be able to speak to you anymore. So if you can give me his information, that would be great. There you go. Now he's being lawyerly.
Yeah. Now I'm on his tip.
You still trying to beat my drums? Stop texting my phone. Ian break shit. Ian do shit.
Ian, I didn't do shit. Something like that's what it's supposed to be. I didn't do shit.
Oh, is that what it said?
It's something like, I didn't do shit.
I told you I can have someone fix the roof. You said no. It's
the roof.
Yeah, the roof.
The roof's fine, bitch.
You said no. It's nothing. Oh, sorry. So, Jesus. You said no. It's nothing else to talk about. Okay. So, I guess she's not taking responsibility for it, which is fine.
But she can get it fixed.
Well, yeah, because the guy that fell through it.
It's like saying, yeah, I know that you two got in a car accident. I'm going to go ahead and fix it for you. Fuck you. You have something to do with it for some reason, or else you wouldn't be trying to fix it.
Yeah. You know what is actually pretty disappointing is I got to talk to the guy that got the watch stolen and see if he's going to press charges. Because it was a Cartier watch.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you, because we never heard what kind of watch. We heard Babyface's slick comment talking about Old Northeast Jewelers, but we never got the actual watch.
So I have the Cartier box, too. The box that it came in. So I guess the guy said that, so I don't even know how much he was trying to sell, but the guy just keeps saying he wanted his watch back.
So essentially, on a street level, what I think these people were trying to do was they would get an Airbnb out of their normal area. They would commit as much robberies and crimes as they could inside this Airbnb, or essentially with this Airbnb being home base, okay?
Yes.
and then they would skirt on to the next place,
Yes.
whether that's back home for a little bit or to the next Airbnb. That's what it seems like they were doing.
It seems like that, yes.
So, because you said something about a bunch of Target. Oh, by the way, what's up with that Target stuff you got over there? What you got going on?
Do you want the 2 baskets?
I mean, let's talk off the air. What you got?
Well, I mean, a lot of it
Are
was...
the police taking it for anything, or like they left it there for y'all?
I think they took a lot of the clothes because there's just hangers now.
Hold on. Now you got me fucking really excited. You know how the hangers for women that hang spaghetti strap t-shirts have that little like indention on the hanger?
Yeah.
Does it have those indention or does not have it?
I think so.
I don't want them then.
Okay.
The ones with the indention, fuck your collar ups. The one without are the ones that I want.
Okay. So you may not want these.
No, I don't want them.
You know what I also found in the master?
What?
I forgot, and I think I know what it is now. It's I talking to boy Daniel. There's a DeWalt saw in there.
Nice.
Battery powered saw.
Where'd that? Oh, from them as well?
Yeah.
They were using it to steal
Well, I think
shit?
they were using it to cut off the security tags.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So, and I think, they wwere just carrying the Target, looks like the Target. But hey, if you want something, I have a 6, and I think, and Jake really liked it because we installed some more cameras on the outside.
Smart.
6-foot weaves. All in the packaging.
6 foot?
6 foot, yeah. 6-foot weaves.
Bro, the person behind you is going to be stepping on your hair.
So I have 5 packages of 6-foot weaves.
What, can we do a bit with them or something? What can we do with them?
I don't even know how the fuck weaves work.
I don't either. Did they just clip in?
I don't fucking know. I've never worn a weave.
I mean, it's Pride Month. We can fucking make you a girl and take you to the mall.
You.
Oh.
That's both of us. I think one's red. One's black. I think there's a couple black ones, a couple
should
red
you
ones.
and I put on a couple set of weaves and go to University Mall?
One of the guys that got arrested was pretending he dressed up like a chick.
I did hear you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we do it. You want to put on some weaves and go to University Mall and see if we get shot or butt fucked?
Do we... butt fucked? Did we talk about butt fucking the whole time we're at the West Shore Mall because we're the only
Not West Shore. We need to go to fucking University.
I was gonna say West Shore. Oh, University. Oh, I don't know, man. We'd get robbed for those weaves.
We probably would.
Do we put the weaves up? I mean, they're 6 foot. We'd look like fucking
we
Marge.
let them bitches drag, dude.
Listen, I'll save them. I'll bring them over for you, and you can try them on, and maybe we can do something with them.
You can be transracial for the day.
Yeah. Well, listen. Why do they?
Lemmy's black today. He's transracial.
Listen, a weave doesn't make you. Hogan used to wear a weave.
Yeah, but you're gonna go all out. You're gonna wear the mini skirt and everything.
Oh, I got to dress up like it?
I'm just kidding. Just the weave's fine.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any. There's some fake jewelry there too, I think.
And a Cartier watch in the attic.
Daniel Rose, $10 free. Lakaya, bang the drum, lum lum. Oh, I guess that's one of the females that was arrested. Lakaya, how do you say that? You're more urban than I am.
Lakaya, yeah.
Lakaya, free Lakaya, bang the drum, lum lum. Thank you, Daniel Rose.
I mean, I'm glad now that Daniel Rose has now said, "Give me your counsel. There's no more working this out with you. We are going to work this out with the council."
See, look at that. He told. Oh, it's the guy. It's the contractor. That's his name. Lakaya is the guy.
Newsflash: he's not the contractor for you because he's trespassed.
Well, yeah, he's the one that fell through the ceiling. He by the way, he cleaned up pretty nice on his mugshot. Looks like he was able to take a shower. And I think they caught the guy that hopped down from the ceiling after, because they caught him on.
So they
some
caught
kind
3
of
people
burglary.
total then.
Yeah,
the guy they caught before even getting back into the house, right? Ceiling 1 and ceiling 2.
No, they caught a woman. They got a woman.
Okay.
And then looks like they got 2 guys. One of the guys, I have a feeling, and the detective that was before the one guy that came through it was in the back of the car. He was saying that he was the one talking and like pretty much giving everyone up. So I have a feeling they may have released him. Oh, Mayetta is the girl with the no license. That's Daniel's girl.
Is there a way for us, what Daniel could really do to pull through here for us here? If there's a way for him to get either the 911 call that the person made or the body cam footage for Bubba to play, either one of those things.
We're working on the body cam.
Would be incredible.
We're working on the body cam.
Okay.
So
Because those 2 things right there, that is something he could really do to help this timeline and help the whole thing with the show.
Oh, yeah,
he says he's already got it body cammed and 911 ordered.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that. D-Rose is on it.
The Lakaya guy was the I can't breathe guy. Because you know how they...
Yes,
when
I
people
know.
are getting arrested, And the funny part is that the female officer who was about the size of you was just, kind of like lightly carrying him to the patrol car, and he kept saying how she was being so rough on him. Why are you being so rough on me?
Well, I'm excited to see the body cam footage of all this.
Yeah, when he's saying that, then when he gets into the thing and he goes, I can't breathe. I got fiberglass all over me. But by the way,
sorry, buddy, that's on you.
No, but my
But it's not even fiberglass. Don't you have?
It's recycled paper.
Yeah,
it's all your fighting. You got dust. You got dust and newspaper on you with some plastic bag mixed in too. So, yeah, beat on your drum all day. All right, let's get out of here. I got Paper Towel Willie's stopping by.
Awesome. Be sure to check out Loner and Stoner getting dropped today. Like I said, Tuttle and Stein have spoke. We dive into that a little bit. Check out all the other podcasting as well. But I got to promote this one. Next week, we should have a new Grape, Ape, and Cheapskate for you all.
There we go. And doing anything tonight? Florida State's on in the Super Regionals.
I know.
Ashley,
I got
big
that.
Florida State fan.
I got that. Women's World Series is on tonight. And actually, I might be going up to Leadfoot Gas City up in Brooksville, which I see Travis, Autoglass Travis up there. So I might be going to see him if he's up there.
And don't forget, while you're hanging out and browsing the internet, go to Bub Army Shop, Bub Army Merch, BubArmyStore.com. Check that out. We will be back here. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. We back live Monday morning, 6 a.m. right here. We'll be back next Wednesday. I'll be doing the GOAT Report sometime tomorrow. So please check that out. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Colton, thank you.
Thank you. Love you, Bubba Army.
Love you guys. See ya. Love you, Ashley.